A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I'm thanking to Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, and also thanks to you people that you people give your precious time towards me. I hope that everybody is fine, feeling well, and enjoying the weather of today. As far as today's topic is concerned, that is about the cross-cultural communication, that what actually the cross-cultural communication is. As everybody knows, the communication means that there is interaction between the group of people or with the audience, that is known as communication, or we can simply say that there is a expression of thoughts in shape of words with the group of people would be considered as in communication. But when we say cultural communication, this means we are talking about the different culture, different tradition, different people regarding with the different aspects of life. And when we add another third word, that is the cross-cultural communication, this means we are interacting with the people from other societies, from other regions, or from other countries. That is known as cross-cultural communication. We say it is an important to note before dividing into details of cross-cultural communication that there are cultural generalizations that do not account for specific individuals in a culture. For example, in Ireland there is a culture of testing those close to you, but you can't assume that every Irish individual enjoys or partakes in the testing generalization. Since cross-cultural communication is how people belonging to the different cultures communicates with each other, there are bound to be clashes between the different cultures. One tactic to reduce these clashes is patronizing diversity when hiring. When people from the different cultures work toward a common goal, to risk of offensive misunderstandings decrease and the quality of work increases. Let's suppose, for example, here is in a chart. Let's suppose here this is in a chart. International arrivals, that what to do now? Look at this guy. And when is he going to take my card? And he seems a bit unfriendly. This one. And who a person spaces. I'm next. What should I do? These are the different people. Let's suppose, for example, if when you people land over on the airports, definitely you must have to interact with a different group of people. So there you actually understand what actually the cross-cultural communication is. The importance of cross-cultural communication. There are many instances in PR professionals' life where he or she needs to be successfully communicate cross-culturally. As there is more diversity in the public relations, there will be more instances when cross-cultural communication will be used. The most obviously one is when people of different cultures impact with your client brand. An example for this would be synonyms, advertisement, and press release being displayed internationally for a wide audience. When evaluating a piece of client work before release, be sure to take a mental note for your own basis. Then consider the process in which the work was made, any stereotypes or misconceptions that could be formed, and how people from the different cultures could view the work. When I doubt something, say something. You can always ask more people or make tweaks so that you are effectively and appropriately communicating cross-culturally. The second most common example of PR interesting with a cross-cultural communication is when a PR professional is presenting to an international audience. This could be a presentation of the stakeholders or simply co-workers in a different country. With the speed with information travels, understanding the cross-cultural communication is the more critical than ever is forming meaning, interaction, and avoiding PR disasters. Research other cultures. Let's suppose, for example, I'm moving towards America, so it's very much important for me that I must search American cultures regarding with their people. And let's suppose, for example, when I landed over there on airport, so how I will interact with these persons. Let's suppose, for example, I'm meeting with a flight we say attendance. So how I will meet, let's suppose for example the greetings like good morning, good evening, hi. So these are different words, so you must have to search. So after reflecting, it is the time you gather all the information, you get new cultures. This takes a lot of time and will not happen overnight. Focus first on a culture which you are interacted or target through the marketing. That's why you can begin implementing your newfound awareness into your public relations strategy. Here are cultural attributes. That you can take into account when researching. For example, you may be searching about the dress and what type of a dress these people may usually use, greetings, and what actually the greeting is when you people interact with the male or the female. So how you will understand, how you will communicate with them, how you may start your language with them. Language spoken, let's suppose for example they are speaking the English language, they are speaking the Chinese language, they are speaking the Irish language. So it depends upon the nature of the country that whom you are applying to. Body language, it's very much important. Some people we say like the body language. Some people may transmit their thinking and views regarding the body language. Eye contact, gestures means, let's suppose also we say like it's also be like a face reading. We simply say like a gestures. Work ethnic and norms, audience towards drugs, attitudes towards drugs, gender roles, personal space, food and entertaining traditions, attitudes towards the rules and authority, family life. Cross-cultural communication thus refers to the communication between the people who have difference in any one of the following styles of working: age, nationality, ethnicity, race, gender, sexual orientation, etc. And importance of cross-cultural communication, that is like by acquiring cross-cultural communication skills, you will be able to express yourself with the confidence and understand how to patient with other people who are from a similar background. It also provides a great opportunity to meet fellow students from other cultures and discuss your differences as well. There are few principles, top 10 tips for the effective cultural communication. That is main ethic. Many cultures have specific ethic around the way they communicate. Avoid slangs language, speak slowly, keep it simple, practice active listening, take turns to talk, write things down, avoid close questions. 8 ways to show young children that diversity is strength. Number 1, choose classroom themes that celebrate diversity, celebrates similarities and differences with the charts and artwork. Help children verbally share the things that make them special. Teach children it's okay to ask questions. How open conversation about the stereotypes and biases. Express positive interest in the diverse cultures. Cultural diversity, both in educational and professional environments, cultural diversity benefits everyone. It paves the way to better problem solving, more empathy and compassion. Depend learning and approaches the world from various perspectives. Respect of cultural diversity is make friends, get to know your friends' families, and see the customs and traditions from different from yours. Talk to the people when you meet people from the different culture. Ask them about their lives. Read, watch movies, listen to the radio shows and podcast, travels, etc. So we simply say I am defining this cross-cultural communication in a simple language. Cross-cultural communication कहते हैं कि जब हम किसी कंट्री के किसी दूसरी मुल्क के लोगों के साथ जब हम बातें करते हैं, शेयर करते हैं, अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करते हैं, that is known as cross-cultural communication. Let's suppose for example आप यहाँ से फॉरेन कंट्री जा रहे हैं, तो you may be face different problems कि how I will talk with them, how I will communicate with them. So communication के लिए, talking के लिए वहाँ पर कपड़े पहनने के लिए, वहाँ पर अपने आप को उस कल्चर में फिट करने के लिए you have to face different things. You must have to know about the different things, that what actually I will do that. This is known as cross-cultural communication. So it's very much important that you must have to know about the different cultures, different traditions, because with the cross-cultural communication, by giving respect, you have to take respect. This is known as cross-cultural communication. If you have any questions, so ask me freely. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.